Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. So y'all, I want to talk a little bit about some things I have on my mind. So it's Tales from the Black American Grapevine. First, I want to thank my subscribers. I want to thank the men that subscribe and support my channel, because when I started this channel, I had more male subscribers than I did female. Black men found me before black women. So I appreciate the black men and the black women, and I want to apologize to black women. Because as my channel has grown, other people have come in, and the core group of black men that supported me are still here, many of them. But there's a new group that'll pop in and out, coming with negative energy. I have made a video about who my channel is not for. If you hate black women, this channel is not for you. There are black women who have channels where they go along with these red pill and manosphere and MGTOW, or whatever they call themselves. Those are the channels for you. This channel is not for you. My channel supports the Black American family. My channel supports the black family and black relationships between black men and black women. But I am not going to beat up on black women because they exercise their options. Because this platoon of black men on social media have done a very good job of trying to tear down black women's self-esteem, and black women's sense of self, of their beauty, and of their personalities. They see so much wrong with black women that black women are not marriageable. Black women are not dateable. So they've done a very good job of turning black women against black men. And it's not just on social media. Some of it has spilled into everyday society. But I want to quickly add that no matter how much they talk, black men and black women, the most successful ones, regular people, are black men and black women married to each other. But they have pissed a lot of black women off with all of this language. So they're going to go out there and try it, and they might end up being successful, and they might end up at the end of the day, they might end up like black men. They might end up realizing that the grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence. But for now, many of them are going on the other side of the fence to see. And it really hurts me to say that. But here's the saving grace for black people who want the Black American community to survive. These men cannot destroy strong black women or strong black men. But for people who might need extra encouragement, who might need to be validated in some way, these men have done a real number on those women. And I've just watched it for the 7 years that I've been on social media. But they say it's been going on a lot longer than that. So the new generation of black women are not going to take it. That's just the bottom line. Now, there are black men on social media who support black women, who are married to black women, and who elevate black women. But for the ones who don't, they don't deserve a black woman. Oh, excuse me. Yes, they do. They deserve one just like them. But I'm apologizing to black women for not blocking those guys from this channel. I'm not moving fast enough, because I'll make a video and move on to another video, and people will be still watching the former video and commenting on it. So sometimes I have to go back, and when I go back, I see a lot of this derogatory language. So I'm apologizing to you for not blocking these people fast enough. But I do want to encourage constructive engagement between black men and black women. And let us not forget that a lot of these men do not like women because of their sexuality and their lifestyle. They don't like women. Some of these are straight black men, but some of them are not. Now let me just say this based on what I've learned. You can reason with a real man. A real man can be reasoned with. But when you're dealing with these haters, they cannot be. And I'm going to try to do a better job of blocking them from this channel. The second thing I want to talk about is bootstraps. This is a picture of the American writer Horatio Alger, and he wrote back in the 1800s about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. He was talking about poor white kids doing menial labor to pull themselves up to a middle class status. So that got applied to black people who came out of slavery, had nothing, couldn't get a bank loan, couldn't get a job, but somehow they were supposed to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. So when Dr. Martin Luther King came along, repeating what Horatio Alger had said about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, he said, it's all right to tell a man to lift himself by his own bootstraps, but it is cruel just to say to a bootless man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. So Dr. King is saying you can't lift yourself by your own bootstraps if you don't have any boots or straps. And that was certainly true when Dr. Martin Luther King said it back in the 1960s. So Dr. Martin Luther King lobbied 2 presidents and the United States Congress to get the 1964 Civil Rights Act passed, which outlawed discrimination in education, public accommodations, employment. The society opened up because of Dr. Martin Luther King. So now we still have segregation and discrimination in the workplace, but you can find a job in the United States of America. And the reason I'm speaking on this is because the 83% of black Americans who are not living in poverty are not living in poverty because they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. They took advantage of the opportunities that Dr. Martin Luther King died for us to have, even though there are a lot of ungrateful Negroes who think, oh, Martin Luther King didn't do that, don't want to go. Well, he opened up the society, and to the extent that the law has something to do with it, discrimination is outlawed. Dr. Martin Luther King couldn't do everything, but you can get a job in the United States of America. Putting yourself up by your own bootstraps means that you have to discipline yourself. This society runs on money, and it is each person's responsibility to find the means to take care of themselves. It is nobody else's job to give you money or take care of you or pull you up by your bootstraps. That is your job. And that brings me to the last topic on the Grapevine, and that is Oprah Winfrey and other successful black women. Every time Oprah Winfrey's name comes up on my channel, somebody will invariably say in the comment section, what is she doing for black people? It's always about what is somebody doing for black people. Just when I did a video about Divine Nine sororities, what are they doing for black people? They're not doing anything to free my people. It is not black women's job to free black people. It is black women's job to try to secure their own livelihood. Because what we have seen with many black men is that the minute they get their hands on $2 or $3, they run out to give it to somebody else. So black women's job is not to free black people. Black women's job is not to clean up the ghetto. Black women's job is not to make sure that no black people are poor. That is not Oprah Winfrey's job, and that's not any other black woman's job. I've been reading about this so-called beef between Kendrick Lamar, the rapper, and Drake, the rapper. And black men will talk ad nauseum about those two rappers and which one was the best rapper and what Kendrick Lamar said, but not once have I ever heard them ask What have they done for black people? But you let a black woman come out there and do something, and these men, grown men, will jump out there talking about, what have they done for black people? Well, it is not their job to do anything for black people. It is black men's job, and especially the people that are concerned, it's their job to do something if they want something done about the condition in the black community. Because many black people have moved away anyway. So anyway, that's the news from the Grapevine for this week. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share the video. And as always, have a great day.